Hey guys, Poverty Point Customs here. This is my E180 John Deere lawn tractor. What we're going to do today is show you how to detail it properly. This is something that you should do a few times a year. What we're going to do first is remove all the grass clippings that are caught up around the deck of the mower. So when you're washing your tractor, what you want to do is try to keep a lot of the water from getting in between your electrical connections. And you want to keep it from getting in around your spark plug or any of your wiring areas. However, if I get a little bit on it, I'm going to make sure this is 100% dry before it is put away. Also, when you're cleaning in around your engine, you want to make sure the engine isn't hot. You're safer to clean it when it's a cooled engine. All I did is drove this from the barn to here, so the engine's not too hot right now. Want to mention too, after you're done washing your tractor, there is grease fittings on your front spindles and underneath for your mower deck. So you always want to make sure you grease it once you're done in case there's any water that gets trapped in those areas. So what I'm going to use to get the soap on it is my foam cannon. I'm going to be using my Husqvarna pressure washer. And this is a Chemical Guys foam cannon soap. Alright, so we got it covered in soap. This soap works so good, you don't even have to scrub it. We'll give it a quick spray off once we let this sit for a few minutes. And I gave the engine a real fine coating of soap. I didn't go as heavy as I did on the rest of the tractor. So we'll let this sit for a couple minutes and then we'll spray her off. Right, so the soap's been doing its job for the last few minutes. So what I'm going to do is spray it off with a pressure washer. Now when I go to spray off around the motor, I'm going to actually hook it up to just using the garden hose on a fine mist. Alright, so we're going to spray underneath the hood. Again, I'm just using my garden hose. Now, just one little tip when you're cleaning the grass from underneath your covers here is actually you can take your garden hose and spray it in this way. And if there's any grass in there, it will come out with a little hole. Alright, so we got her all washed off. So what we're going to do is let it dry off and we're going to put a nice coat of wax on it once it's dried. Alright, so the next step is we're going to wax this entire machine. We're going to wax everything other than the black plastic. We're going to put a Armour All on that. I know some people will disagree, but as it attracts dust, but that's something that I actually do on a regular basis, so it just helps maintain the plastic as well. We're going to obviously spray cleaner on the tires itself too and get them looking nice and clean. Alright, let's get started. And what I'm going to be using is the Armour All liquid cleaner wax. I find this goes on nice and easy and comes off easy, and a clean microfiber cloth. Alright, time to give her a little buff now. Alright, so let's clean the motor and in around it. What I'm going to be using actually is a meguiers interior detailer and cleaner. Alright, so the tractor's fully detailed. The rims and deck have been washed and waxed. Tires cleaned and Armour All, other than a little bit of grass on the tread. The whole tractor's been waxed. As well, I used the mother's interior detailing spray to clean all the black trim pieces. As well, don't forget to wax underneath the back of your seat. In here, wax all around in here. As you can see, it looks nice and new again. This tractor has about 50 hours on it. Again, I put treatment on the seat. If you don't, after a few years, you see a lot of people having issues with these starting to crack. In around the motors, nice and clean. Again, this is a 25 horsepower V-twin John Deere motor. So one thing after doing a detailed cleaning like this with a lot of water and soap, what you want to do is, it's a good time to check your air filter, to grease all your fittings underneath the tractor as well. Don't forget on your mower deck to check your tire pressures, to check your engine oil right here at the dipstick. Make sure your spark plug boots are on nice and tight, and again make sure all your electrical fittings are nice and dry before you put the tractor away, including up underneath, as well as the top of your battery. As well, it's a good time to check and make sure your belt's in good shape too. I also want to point out too, when you wash your tractor, don't forget that if you get your belt wet, it can slip a little bit. So don't be surprised if that does happen if you try to drive it before everything's nice and dry. This is something that I would definitely recommend before you're putting it away for winter storage. And really all I used were products that I would use for the truck. Again, car wax, tire foam, which you really don't need. I like to put it on. And some interior detailer and cleaner. Again, that just helps protect the black plastic. But again, this is something that you could do in an evening. Probably takes about an hour or so to get done. Cleaning your tractor is probably one of the most overlooked things when people own tractors, power equipment and whatnot. Doesn't take a whole lot of time to put a coat of wax on. That way it keeps the finish looking nice and new for many, many years. As well, down the road, if you ever decide you want to sell it, visually this tractor looks brand new, and usually when someone maintains a tractor, they've maintained the mechanical side of it too, and that's something that I would look at if purchasing a used piece of power equipment. Anyways, if you have any questions or comments, make sure you post them below, or tips for myself or other viewers. Anyways, thanks for watching. Remember to hit that thumbs up button, and if you're interested in this type of work and projects, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Anyways, on to the next project.